Hit the like and subscribe. You know, we've talked about this a few times here on the channel. Future face of the NBA. And I always say Anthony Edwards ain't gonna be it. Too much nonsense going on off the basketball court. 4 children last year. 4. You don't want nothing to do with your own flesh and blood, but you're raising Chief Keef's son, huh? Bunch of nonsense going on. Anyway, Gilbert Arenas responded to some comments that Anthony Edwards made about getting in the lab and working and stuff like that. But Kenyon Martin, as he's known to do, especially when it comes to off the court stuff, how we supposed to move, he was on point here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Fair use, Gil.
So let's get to the Wolves. Yet to reach the NBA Finals in franchise history, despite being very close the past 2 years. Anthony Edwards spoke on wanting to get back to this place for teammate Mike Conley after the game.
I'm gonna work my butt off this summer. Nobody's gonna work harder than me this summer. I tell you that much. So, yeah, I'll try to make it happen again for Mike.
We'll try to make it happen again for Mike. And just completed his 5th season in the NBA, currently 23 years old. In that time, he's a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA selection, won a gold medal in the 2024 Olympics, and has been to consecutive Western Conference Finals. What are you expecting from Ant-Man going forward?
Same thing that he's been doing.
I like that.
Building, moving forward. You know, he's 23. He's shown that he does work his ass off in the summer and gets better. So he will be in the lab working on his flaws, and he's going to come back better than he was this year, not making the same mistakes he did, this year, next year. So, that's all you can really ask for him to do, just be a better version of yourself.
So his probably has nothing to do with the skill of basketball.
Huh?
His problem is nothing with the skill set of basketball. He can work all the shit he want to work on this summer. He got to change his approach.
Man,
He can't. So that's internal. I mean, you can get in the lab all you want.
No, that's
work hard all you
That's
want.
lab.
That's lab work.
That's lab.
No, that ain't.
Yeah, it is.
How?
Seeing yourself do it over and over and over.
Doing what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Doing what?
Everything.
That
It's
changes
internal.
you.
It's a mindset.
But
being
your
in the
mind
lab,
comes from when you're doing it.
You can continue to put all the work in you want.
that gives you confidence.
No,
Change your mind.
no.
You can come in.
No. The shitty, it's
What Kenyon Martin is trying to explain to these blockheads is that you're just not going to be mad elite over here, just undisciplined completely in your own personal life, but be the most disciplined basketball player in the world. Don't happen that way. It don't. Whatever it is that you do over here, brother, is going to bleed into the rest of everything it is that you do. That's what it's about. And that's what he's trying to explain to these dudes. You can't be the most undisciplined dude in the world in your personal life, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I'm going to get in the lab and I'm going to do. You got too many distractions going on in your personal life. Way too many. And that's why he will never be the face of the NBA. You have somebody's mama saying, put them Anthony Edwards down. Put him down. He'll take care of his children. And you know what? I agree with her. Don't sit up here and buy a pair of stickers for a dude who don't handle his business. If you father a child, you raise it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back into it.
Continuously.
So I'm gonna go further than that.
The shit earlier in the season with Shea, that shit, it's no.
But
We sit here and say no. That has nothing to do with basketball.
you gonna feel like you at another level. How you feel after working hard? You gonna feel like
Dog, the Timberwolves or the fucking Cleveland Browns or the goddamn National Basketball Association. Turmoil. But fuck who you bring in, what it is, It's gonna always be something.
They just lost,
Right?
bro. They just lost.
No, it's just, you can't, like, okay, we want to do it for Mike, great, but, like, I'm
It is
good,
mental.
I'm not bothered.
It is
Like,
mental.
does it hurt? No, it don't hurt. Like, no, that's the wrong, like, no.
It is mental.
No, bruh, it's,
That's a terrible mentality to have. Video coming on the Knicks too, by the way. Saw some pictures that were very disturbing. I just don't get it. I just don't understand the mentality. The league is in terrible hands. And honestly, you got to blame the old heads. They aren't instilling certain qualities like, nah, bro, you're not playing unless you have this type of mentality, but you're not serious enough. You don't want it bad enough. You got to blame the vets. And I'm honestly going to put most of the blame, yes, sir, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, on y'all. What LeBron say? No, it's just basketball, man. Come on. It's supposed to be your life. If it wasn't for that basketball, you'd be working probably at a GM factory in Cleveland, my friend. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but you wouldn't have $1 billion in your bank account. If it wasn't for just basketball. Anyway, let's go ahead and toss some more.
that's the way these young kids are, I get it. But when you reach this pinnacle and it's about winning and losing, and you said, no, I want to do it for Mike.
I mean,
I like Mike. Mike Conley, great teammate, cool.
I mean, he pissed
Like,
off.
Huh?
I said, Ant's pissed off.
I hear you.
You can't say it because the nigga right there.
What? Say what?
Mike right here. So
Say
I'm
what?
trying to do it for Mike.
Cool, that's good. Like, cool, I'm with it, yes.
He gonna be on the team next year?
Like, I'm with
I was
him.
thinking that.
Right?
I was like,
Same
hey.
thing.
Hey, whatever it is, if he's there or not, right? I'm not asking him to go in that motherfucker, flip over tables and throw the mic, fuck you, we ain't, like, no, not that. But it's a consistent theme with him, right? Like, it's no guarantee you're going to ever get back to the Western Conference Finals, dog.
Hey,
Like, go ask Kevin Garnett how hard that shit was when he was in Minnesota. And the furthest he made it is to where you are right now, once.
Eight playoffs in KG's career with 14 seasons with the
And he
Wolves.
got to this point
out
that
of the
you
first round
are
one time.
once.
cold.
And guess what? The rest of that Western Conference that you do play in, young man,
Better, yeah.
is getting tougher. It ain't gonna stay the same.
But he gonna do his part.
Yeah, he gonna be
building a
better.
roster.
Skill set,
They're
yes,
building a
I hear you,
roster.
yes. I'm with you, yes, Gil, absolutely. You can get in the lab all the fuck you want, dog.
And Kenyon, just for context, and
You got in the lab all you wanted to, right? You still were a fucking child in the locker room.
Yeah, but I was a
Didn't change
grown
your
man on the
mentality,
court.
though. But it didn't change your mentality.
But it didn't affect me on the court.
But you did everything that you want. But the point is, it was still a thing, right?
Which part of it?
You, the person.
Again, Kenyon Martin is trying to be kind about this. Go, you're immature. You set your whole career aflame by being immature in certain aspects. Did you have a heck of a work ethic? Yes. Did you get your butt up at 4 or 5 in the morning and work out? Absolutely. Did you get your shots up? Yes. You're also the dude who brought guns to your doggone arena. You're also the dude who's making high leverage, or who's playing high leverage gambling games with your teammates that go left. That's not leadership. And that's what Kenyon Martin was trying to say. You were a kid in the locker room. How in the world am I supposed to look at you, Anthony Edwards, as a leader? How? You're not showing me in any way, shape, or form that you're a leader. You're not mature. And that's what Kenyon Martin is getting at. So hopefully, In a sec, Gil will understand. Let's see. It looks like because he's not stupid. He's not a stupid dude. Judging by the look in his eyes right here, we zoom in. Gilbert Arenas understands. It does look confused. But I think he's confused because he's like, well, is he trying to say that I was... Wait, Anthony Edwards don't... he's trying to compute. Let's go ahead and let him get into it.
Not on the court. It's two different
Still
people.
the person, though, is what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is, it's two different people. Who you are off the court.
But his mentality on the floor, bad analogy. His mentality on the floor and the way he think and the way he relay it.
How he plays it.
Play
yes.
how?
But that isn't that youth still.
Yeah. I think
So yes, but there's no guarantee you're gonna get back to this point. So let's take it a little more. It ain't.
Well, I think before he does all that, he got to get and go to your point about the mental part. Not really the game, but off the court. And I'm speaking from experience from having, the outside, outside noise. I think a lot of the outside noise got to him too. A lot, baby mama and all that stuff. And I'm just speaking from experience. So, I think a lot of that was a lot of the issues too. But to go to your point too, does definitely needs to approach it. But also it starts from how you, from home.
That's 23.
I know.
No, but what I'm saying
I think that's the biggest thing though.
It's a 23-year-old, right, trying to figure out what he is. Right now, it's more of Superman style.
Oh, Gil's trying to act like he's dense right now, like he don't get the great point that Brandon Jennings was making. You got too much nonsense going on in your life. The only place where Anthony Edwards is Superman is skeeting these chicks raw. That's the only place he's Superman. He ain't Superman nowhere else. If he was, he'd have the championships and the MVPs to prove he's Superman. He ain't. He's a good young player. But if he was to have these same failures, not at 23, but at 26, 27, 30, he's going to be Paul George. That's what he's going to be. A slightly better version of Paul George. That's exactly what he's going to be. So let me try to let Gil get a little bit off here and pause. And hopefully he makes some sense.
Like, I know what you're saying. More right now, he's in Superman mode, right? Where he don't believe he can get hurt. He knows he can go out there and get drunk and party and do that and still perform. He's not where Shea is. He's not where Shea is. He's not where LeBron is. He's not where Curry and Tatum and Brown and where they're disciplined mentally, where their game be disciplined.
At 23 years old, you're speaking of.
At his age right now.
He's 23, he's going on 24.
Yeah, see, we don't know if Shea was disciplined at 23, right?
3 years ago, he was averaging 30 in the NBA.
At 23?
Yes, he's just now 26.
Three straight seasons averaging 30
Absolutely,
points
my
per
man.
game.
I can do
But
simple
he can be
math
turning
like a
27 right
motherfucker.
now, so he can be 24,
Yeah, he'd be 27 soon. Yeah.
But it's still the same thing. He's in his fifth year.
But
Like, it ain't like he's in.
Ant-Man.
He just finished his fifth year.
But nobody did carry their team. You could say all that shit off.
Nick Young, man, I just, I like Nick Young. He gave me one of our, well, not just him, but he was a part of one of my favorite Clipper moments ever, down 27 in Memphis. Kenyon was on the team as well. And they came back and won one of the biggest comebacks in NBA playoff history. Look, at the end of the day, Kenyon Martin and Brendan Jennings more so are right. He's got to get his off-the-court life settled. Kendrick Perkins, and look, a broken clock is right twice a day, right? He said Anthony Edwards can't be the face of the league because he don't have no family. He got a family, it's just a dysfunctional one. And I don't even think it has to be that. But you do have to have a settled off-the-court life. And Anthony Edwards, forget being the face of the NBA, I don't think he has a settled enough off-the-court life to win. anything in the NBA. Too many distractions. Too many cash apps sent to women so they can go get abortions and things of that nature. Too much of that nonsense going on. But let me know what you guys think about this. Where do you fall on it? Do you fall more in the Kenyon Martin, Brendan Jennings camp, to where Anthony Edwards got too much nonsense going on in his personal life? Also, he's not 1,000% laser focused on the game because of those issues. Or are you in the Gilbert Arenas Nick Young category? Just, you're just young, you're 23, yada. What were Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown doing at 23? Just mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Team been on the come up since he's been 23 years old. And now they're done surpassed your team. So the ball is in your court, Anthony Edwards. Hit the like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, I'm out.